Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Texans have found their man, in the front office at least. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero report Patriots exec Nick Caserio agreed late Tuesday night to become Houston's next general manager. The 45-year-old Caserio is New England's director of player personnel and has been with the Patriots for all 6 of their Super Bowl titles. He replaces Bill O'Brien, who was fired as Texans head coach and GM in October. Elsewhere, Peyton Manning, Charles Woodson, Jared Allen, and Calvin Johnson headline the 15 Common Era player finalists for the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2021. You can find the list of all the finalists on NFL.com. The Hall of Fame inductees will be announced February the 6th. Cleveland will play its first playoff game in 18 Sunday without head coach Kevin Stefanski and Pro Bowl guard Joe Bitonio. Both tested positive for COVID and will miss the game with the Steelers. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Our biggest storage event just got stronger. The Store More, Save More event going on now at the Home Depot. Get exclusive HDX black and yellow Tough Totes starting at just $4.98. They're heavy duty, durable, and come in a range of sizes from 7 to 70 gallons. So whether you need to store a little or store a lot, you're going to save loads. Make room for big savings at the Store More, Save More event going on now at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Limited time only. Event and dates vary by store. See store for details.
What's in store this week at Staples?
A great start to the new year.
Give your business a head start on the year with everything you need to be organized and productive.
Like storage solutions, the latest tech, and office essentials like paper and ink, all at amazing prices.
And now at Staples, earn 40% back in rewards when you buy any 2 ink or toner cartridges. Shop in-store or pick up curbside.
Start the year right and save at Staples. Ends 1/9/21. Limit 4. Curbside available in most stores. Visit staples.com/40 and rewards for details.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM1230 KXOL Centro, California. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
Lots of news today. We're going to get started early, but before we do, let's celebrate some birthdays.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, you ever heard of Riders in the Sky?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, accordionist Joey, the Cow Polka King, is 72. He's part of Riders in the Sky, a fun group.
Cow Polka.
Okay. Singer, and of course, rock and roll accordion is my favorite. Anyway, the singer Kim Wilson of the Fabulous Thunderbirds is 70. And Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean, is 66. Singer Kathy Sledge of Sister Sledge.
Yeah, I was going to say Sister Sledge.
Yeah, 62. Actor Norman Reedus is 52. Actor Danny Pintauro is 45. Actor Rinko Kikuchi is 40. Actor Eddie Redmayne is 39. Comedian Kate McKinnon, 37. Actor Diona Reznavor is 37. Local birthdays coming up.
The coronavirus is affecting everyone.
Must wear face coverings when out.
What do I do?
What are you going to do?
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
What are you going to do?
Going to a concert,
School,
having dinner with friends,
take better care of each other.
support local shops and stores, offering more help to others.
This should be over soon.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Alex Carranza, Baltazar Perez, Bibi Antunes, Francis Gomez, Kristen Wilson, Reina Leva, Alfred Alvarez, Danielle Bast, Helen Gailey, Jesse Vasquez, Juliet Garcia, Lalo Rivera, Hallie Campos, Ariana Day, Brandon Lee Wong, Jay Cruz, Raimundo Coriel, Anita Gonzalez, Cheryl Walker, Cindy Rivera, Elizabeth Guzman, Jill Kennedy, Ray Gonzalez, Tom Tafusis, Concepcion Alvarez, and Elisa Garcia. Happy birthday from KXO. And if you've noticed, Mayor Cheryl Walker of El Centro chooses to spend her birthday visiting with us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a compliment, huh?
Yes. And by the way, it's official today, January 6th, the Epiphany, Feast of the Epiphany, which means Christmas is over officially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You just heard it right here.
You got the official word. Well, that's when the 3 wise men visited.
That's right.
Okay. Are you ready for some news?
We've got news. We're going to start a little early this morning. We're going to share some municipality news with you.
Yes, we will do that.
For both El Centro and Brawley.
Let's jump in first with a look at World in California news headlines, brought to you this morning by your friends and neighbors at Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News special report. One victory for Democrats in Georgia Senate runoffs. One race still too close to call. CBS News projects Raphael Warnock the winner in his contest against Republican incumbent Kelly Loeffler. He tells CBS this morning,
the problems that face us as a country are not insurmountable, but they are insurmountable if we don't come together.
Loeffler has not conceded.
This is a game of inches. We're going to win this election. We're going to save this country.
Democrat John Ossoff has declared victory, though CBS News has not projected him the winner. CBS's Mark Strassman says the margin is razor thin.
John Ossoff leads Republican incumbent David Perdue by a roughly 16,000 votes. Ossoff took the lead and padded that lead overnight as votes came in from heavily Democrat Metro Atlanta.
If Ossoff wins, Democrats will regain control of the Senate for the first time since the Obama administration. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium system to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news. State health officials issue an order for hospitals to put off non-essential surgeries while they're packed with COVID patients. This is alternate facilities are being used to house some patients. Sleep Train Arena in Sacramento being used for overflow.
These centers are designed to provide a level of care where we could decompress a hospital for individuals that need medical care, but they don't need to be in an acute care hospital.
Emergency Services Director Mark Ilarducci. The health order requiring hospitals to accept patient transfers from facilities that have implemented crisis care guidelines. Surgeries for patients with serious and urgent medical conditions will continue. The medical director for the LA Fire Department says this is the worst case scenario they've been warning about.
This is absolutely a form of countywide triage. This is what they call crisis medicine. And this is something that any healthcare provider or first responder, this is kind of our worst nightmare.
Mark Eckstein. There are more cases of the UK coronavirus strain in San Diego County. 24 cases of the new strain confirmed yesterday. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, you call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning. And let's jump into page one of the local news. Page one, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they've got, they're able to service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Looking at the latest in local news, we have a visit with the Brawley Mayor, Luke Hamby.
Good morning, Imperial Valley. This is Mayor Luke Hamby from the city of Brawley, with a quick rundown of last night's council meeting actions and discussions. But first, a quick recap of the previous meeting, my first meeting as mayor from December 15th, 2020. All council meetings are now streamed live on Facebook at our city page, The Hub at Brawley EOC. The most high-profile item of the meeting on the 15th was a public hearing that had to be conducted as part of a conditional use permit application filed to allow for expansion of an existing substance abuse therapy / counseling office, concurrent with a relocation to a new building 2 doors down from its current location. It was a lengthy hearing with comments from the applicant, the public in favor and in opposition, council members, and city staff. Ultimately, the CUP was denied with a vote of 3-2. However, the applicant is not prohibited from continuing to do business of the same type and at the same level as is currently being conducted, and is allowed by right to move into the new building if they so choose. There were also regular business items that included an update to the declaration of a local emergency due to the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as general statistical updates from Fire Chief Mike York and Pioneers Memorial Hospital CEO Larry Lewis. Additionally, there were discussions and actions taken to review and accept the audited financial statements, authorize change orders to roadwork contracts, authorize an update to the city's water management plan, adopt the city's COVID-19 prevention plan, discuss and provide direction for a proposed sidewalk and alley ordinance, and discussion regarding potential regulation of food vendors operating in city parks. We were given notification of a rate increase for our solid waste disposal contract with Allied Republic, as well as updates on 2 emergency construction projects at the Brawley Water Treatment Plant. New council member Ramon Castro was welcomed aboard, and newly re-elected council members George Nava and Donnie Wharton congratulated for their election victories. The reorganization of council members had occurred at a special meeting held on December 8, 2020, in which council member Sam Couchman had been installed as mayor pro tem and Luke Hamby became mayor. Last night's meeting included public comments regarding the increasing amounts of illegal fireworks usage, not just on New Year's Eve or Independence Day, but all throughout the year. Potential enforcement and mitigation efforts were discussed, including the use of drones and citizen patrols to help bolster the efforts of the department. An update was given by Brawley Chamber of Commerce CEO Katie Luna regarding 19 business laws and workshops offered through the chamber. For regular business, we received a COVID-19 update from Fire Chief Mike York, discussed and appointed council members as liaisons to various boards, committees, and commissions throughout the region, discussed and approved the first 3 potential ordinances, including a policy concerning sidewalks, right-of-ways, and alleys, 1 to adopt a formal personnel system, and 1 to install stop signs at 2 high-volume intersections near Witter School. A resolution was approved to comply with CalPERS exception to the 180-day wait period in order for a retired staff member to be able to return on an as-needed consultant basis shortly after her retirement. Our item for regular business was a resolution which was discussed at length and voted on to adopt the findings of fact and decision regarding the conditional use permit for the youth clinic, which had been denied in a vote of 3-2 at the previous meeting. After much discussion, 1 change and 1 addition to the findings, they were voted on and approved by a vote of 3-2. This was followed by departmental reports, including a monthly staffing report and updates on the 2 emergency construction projects ongoing at the wind plant. City council members gave their reports and wished everyone a happy new year, and we welcomed our new police chief, Jimmy Duran, to the city. Our next regular meeting will be held on Tuesday, January 19th, 2021.
That's Brawley Mayor Luke Hamby with a report on last night's meeting. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
In other local news, Brawley police are investigating the death of a 2-month-old infant on December 30th of 2020. Just before 10 a.m., Brawley police and fire departments responded to a medical emergency in the 600 block of North Imperial Avenue. The call involved a 2-month-old infant with a life-threatening injury. The baby was flown to Rady's Children's Hospital in San Diego. The infant later died. A subsequent criminal investigation led to the baby's 15-year-old father being taken into custody for alleged murder of the infant. He was booked into Imperial County Juvenile Hall. Brawley police investigators were aided by Homeland Security Investigations Internet Crimes Against Children, Ivy Best, Human Trafficking and Smuggling Division, Rady Children's Hospital Child Abuse Specialist, Imperial County Social Services, and the San Diego County Medical Examiner's Office. Brawley Police said this is an ongoing criminal investigation. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
O'Reilly.
This is Derek's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
After the third time jump-starting my car, I finally realized my battery was dying. So I stopped by O'Reilly to have it checked. They tested it right there in the parking lot. It was bad, real bad. But they helped me find the right battery for my car and even installed it for free. Now my car starts like new.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ooh, a fondue set. Now I need to find a coupon code.
Not anymore, Susan. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout.
Wait, instantly?
It's called shopping smart, not hard. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer for free and let it do the work for you.
Don't mind if I fondue.
Haha, that's kind of cheesy. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary.
It's page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David, you can see Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
And now a visit with the mayor of El Centro, Cheryl Walker.
At the meeting last night, the El Centro City Council received an update from the El Centro Chamber of Commerce on our business community and everyone's efforts to comply with the state's health orders and plans to reopen quickly and safely. Chamber President Annie Irigoyen discussed plans to develop a regional Chamber of Commerce with the joining of forces of the El Centro, Imperial, and Westmoreland chambers. In true Anne fashion, she ended her report with an uplifting and encouraging message as we embark on the new year. On the consent agenda, the El Centro City Council approved an agreement with Somas in connection with the construction of a regional pump station. This is going to allow us to develop that property in the area that is south of Interstate 8, north of McCabe Road, and kind of between Farnsworth and Dogwood Road. Council also approved an amendment to our revolving loan fund, which is funded by a grant of $550,000 in CARES Act monies. So specifically last night, we took action to increase the amount of the loan that is available for businesses up to $100,000. Of course, that's based on credit worthiness. The minimum loan amount is $15,000, but we're encouraging businesses interested in applying for a loan through this revolving loan fund to contact our city's Community Services Department, and they can be reached at 760-337-4543. So again, if you're interested in that revolving loan fund, please contact us at 760-337-4543. Next, the council gave staff the green light to apply for a park grant to fund $3 million in improvements at Gomez Park. Now, if El Centro is awarded this grant, we propose adding soccer fields with bleachers, playgrounds, one for toddlers and one for young children. We'd have a sky run, zip track, some adult fitness features, trail exercise stations, a multi-sport court, a stage, some walking paths, and, along with general park amenities and lighting. This would be an excellent project, and we have much hope that the grant will be successful. The council then approved, this is very important, the council then approved $300,000 in a rental assistance, utility assistance, and restaurant program, which would provide meals for seniors. Now, if approved by HUD, the funding for all three programs, the rental assistance, utility assistance, and the restaurant meal program, that funding will be given to local nonprofit organizations for distribution in accordance with the program guidelines. So stay tuned for the availability of that $300,000 in assistance. The El Centro City Council then approved funding of $240,000 of additional improvements at Carlos Aguilar Park and a really new and creative graffiti abatement and prevention program. That program will involve the installation of vinyl wrap on 19 of the city's utility boxes, which as you drive around town, unfortunately you see, are frequent targets of graffiti. This graffiti abatement program would allow for local artists to create the art, which would then be reproduced into these vinyl wraps to go onto the utility boxes. So we're really excited about that program. We then approved a new position within the police department, a school resource specialist, which will be a full-time grant-funded position for 5 years. And this employee will be working with elementary, middle school, and high school students. Pay grade is going to be around $20 an hour, and people interested in applying for this new school resource specialist position should start checking the city's website in 7 days for that job posting. Next was approval of a grant application for construction of the Buena Vista Park, which would be located within the Buena Vista subdivision along 8th Street. Now, this grant, if funded, would allow us to construct a new park, about 2.3 acres, with full-on park amenities, which will be located within an existing 8-acre retention basin. So, fingers crossed that grant funding comes through. The last item was a report from Mayor Pro Tem Tomas Oliva and Councilmember Edgar Garcia on the city's COVID-19 pandemic response and economic recovery task force, focusing particular attention and giving us information on the availability and prioritization of the coronavirus vaccines within Imperial County. We are extremely grateful for Tomas and Edgar's leadership on this task force and keeping us informed and the community informed on the availability of that vaccine. The next meeting of the El Centro City Council will be January 19th. Would love to see you tune into that meeting and participate and provide your comments. In the meantime, stay safe. Take care, everyone. Bye.
And we'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, dry conditions will persist through the rest of this week and likely through next week. However, a few mostly dry weather disturbances passing mainly to the north will bring variable amounts of high cloudiness from time to time. Slightly above normal temperatures will rule the majority of the time through next week, with only brief dips back to near normal Sunday and Monday. Stronger high pressure looks likely for the latter half of next week, which may push high temperatures well into the 70s at some point late next week. 74 our high yesterday, 42 the low. Mostly sunny today with a high near 73. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 44. Light wind becoming west 5 miles an hour. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 73. Light winds becoming north about 5 miles per hour. 47 degrees, 49% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest, 325 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David, you can see Jose, and get answers to your questions about health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Last year was crazy. My hours were cut.
I was out of work for months.
I need a better job.
At the Center for Employment Training, study for a career in construction or healthcare. Go to cetweb.edu. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, and we offer job placement assistance to graduates. All programs can be completed in under a year based on attendance. Go to cetweb.edu or call 760-592-0208 for CET. Work hard. Be strong.
And it's sports time. And, well, it seems like the Heisman voters finally figured it out. The Heisman Award should go to the best football player, not always the best quarterback. Yeah, okay. Anyway, for nearly 3 decades, wide receivers failed to win the Heisman Trophy. That ended last night when Alabama's senior Devonta Smith was presented the award during a virtual ceremony. And in other news, NFL football action continues. Saturday tripleheader, the Colts and the Bills, followed by the Rams and the Seahawks, the Buccaneers, and that Washington football team. Sunday, another tripleheader, the Ravens and the Titans, the Bears and the Saints, followed by the Browns and the Steelers. Tripleheader action both days.
A mom's advice is scientifically proven to be right. If mom says,
"Stay away from that boy, or you'll see,"
there's a 99% chance that boy will break your heart. A mom is right 99% of the time. That's why she's telling you to stay away this holiday. Listen to her. COVID-19 has killed over 20,000 Californians so far. Learn more at lovemeansstayingaway.org. Brought to you by the Center at Sierra Health Foundation.
NBA action last night. The Nets, they beat up on the Jazz, 130-96. Lakers got by the Grizzlies, 94-92. It was the Nuggets topping the Timberwolves, 123-116. And the Spurs, they spurred the Clippers, 116-113. Bulls beat the Trailblazers, 111-108. And the National Football League Hall of Fame finalists have been announced. And, quarterback Peyton Manning, defensive back Charles Woodson, wide receiver Calvin Johnson, and defensive end Jared Allen lead the list of finalists. And Alabama coach Nick Saban's daughter has apologized for a tweet in which she suggested that Ohio State was using COVID-19 issues to postpone Monday night's scheduled college football playoff national championship because Buckeyes quarterback Justin Fields is injured. Anyway, that's it for Sports Time. Stick around. We've got to look at financial news coming up.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
It's financial news and a brief look at weather brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned security company that protects your property and offers live scan to the public. Well, the NASDAQ right now is up 20 points, the S&P 500 up 39.3, and the Dow roaring at 30,865. That's up 400 and almost 470 points. The moves based on the elections in Georgia. Meanwhile, the 10-year Treasury yield rose above 1%. The yield on benchmark 10-year U.S. government bonds topped 1% for the first time since March, as investors prepared for a scenario where Democrats wield more power in Washington. That could mean more stimulus and therefore more borrowing by the government. Increased spending could also boost the economy, leading to higher interest rates. The NASDAQ, tech shares likely to remain in focus today if Democrats, in fact, do capture both Senate seats in Georgia. The chance of Congress producing aggressive legislation to regulate tech companies may have increased because the party also controls the House and the White House. For markets, blue is the operative word, according to analysts at Rabobank. They had, like the GOP, presumed the 2 Georgia seats were in the bag and only now enter a world where presumptions of U.S. political gridlock go out the window, and the government might actually be in a position to do something.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
It will be mostly sunny today with a high near 73, west-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 44, light wind becoming west about 5 miles an hour. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 73, light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour. 48 degrees, 48% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest at 3 to 5 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security. They now offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes with Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. The race hasn't been officially called, but Democrat John Ossoff is claiming victory in one of Georgia's Senate elections.
I am honored by your support, by your confidence, by your trust, and I will look forward to serving you in the United States Senate with integrity, with humility, with honor.
Well, CBS News projects Democrat Raphael Warnock has won the other battle to put Democrats on the brink of Senate control. He tells CBS This Morning the victory is sweet payoff.
Good old-fashioned hard work. We've been working at this for a long time, and when I say that, I mean really working to help the people of Georgia to get their voice in the electoral process.
Warnock beat incumbent Republican Kelly Loeffler, who has conceded nothing.
Stay in the fight with us. We are going to keep fighting for you. This is about protecting the American dream.
Well, now to Washington, CBS's Nancy Cordes is set for a session of Congress that will tally the Electoral College votes.
In recent years, this is a process that has lasted maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 35 minutes at the most. But today, it could go longer than 12 hours as a group of Republicans challenges the election results, citing widespread fraud for which there is no evidence. And the pressure on Vice President Mike Pence and other Republicans is getting intense.
President Trump's fired off a series of election-related tweets this morning, adding more pressure on Pence, urging him to send electoral votes back to the states. Mr. Trump is due to address supporters who've gathered in D.C. to protest his election defeat and what's going on in Congress.
We're going to take our nation back. We're not going down easily.
New steps now in California, one of the nation's coronavirus hot zones. CBS's Jim Crisula.
Hospitals in California are so swamped with COVID-19 patients. The state has ordered those with room to accept patients from others that are out of intensive care beds. The state has also ordered that all elective and non-life-threatening surgeries be delayed at least 3 weeks.
The U.S. set a new high for COVID deaths yesterday with more than 3,700. 2 days after Julian Assange was blocked from being sent to the U.S. to face charges, a British judge has turned down his bid for bail. Stella Morris is his partner.
This is a huge disappointment. Julian should not be in Belmarsh prison in the first place.
A team at Detroit's Wayne State University has put out a list of little-used words that are worthy of wider use. One is snollygoster. It's a shrewd, undisciplined person, usually a politician. Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 500 points. NASDAQ is ahead 17 points. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Carmen's startup found an angel investor, but now they're asking for a miracle from her development team.
Hello, this is Carmen. That's exciting news. I guess we could launch early.
It's time to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. The moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Indeed delivers 2.5 times more hires than the other branded job sites combined, according to Breezy HR 2019. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first job post. Terms and conditions apply.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your renter's insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Great. As a minimalist, I need simple insurance.
Nice place. No furniture?
Nothing spark joy, except for this fruit bowl.
Well, with Liberty Mutual, you only pay for what you need, so there's that.
I mean, look. So beautiful. So empty again.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. An online giant is investing more to get off the ground.
Amazon says it's purchased 11 jets from Delta and WestJet to expand its delivery network. It's been leasing planes, but this marks the first time the company will actually own them. They'll be converted from passenger carriers to cargo. Amazon's goal is to deliver most of its packages itself and not rely as heavily on UPS, the post office, and FedEx. The company's also built several package sorting hubs at airports, opened warehouses closer to where shoppers live, and launched a program that lets contractors deliver packages in vans stamped with the Amazon logo. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Reports say Macy's is expected to announce another 45 store closings as part of the retailer's 3-year restructuring plan. The company has struggled during the pandemic and made a new curbside effort in May. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
The coronavirus pandemic has affected many businesses in the Imperial Valley. The Small Business Development Center and Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation are here to help. They can assist with disaster loans and other financing, guidance on establishing a safe workplace, workforce concerns, and additional referrals. For virtual counseling services, call the Small Business Development Center, 760-312-9800. Se habla español. For more information on business resources, visit ivedc.com. CBS News, a service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM1230 Kxo.